Hey yo, what is happening guys, this is Lightning Chick coming at you with another video. So today I'm going to be talking a little bit about Dissidia NT. So we know this week we actually got our first DLC character for the seasonal pass, and it is none other than my boy Vayne Solidor. Now a lot of people want to Gabranth. I played Gabranth within Dissidia 012 and he was a pretty cool character. But Vayne over here looks like a seriously good character. I actually seen the trailer. He looks like he could fit in well with the Dissidia cast. A lot of people are actually not too happy about this character choice. Personally, I don't mind. I never actually played 12. I actually played 12, but I never actually finished it. But I actually do think that this is a pretty cool character pick. Personally, I would have liked Caius Bella to be announced, but maybe it'll be announced later on. But speaking of DLC characters, we don't only stop at Vayne Kurotis. We also have other news regarding the other DLC characters. So let's just dive straight into it. Dissidia Final Fantasy NT DLC will be trickling out characters until February 2019. So this actually means that Dissidia NT will continuously get updates until possibly February within 2019. But let's just continue checking it out. And of course you get access to the Final Fantasy Legends with their weapons and skins. But as we continue to read, it says, along with the announcement of the Final Fantasy XII's Vayne Solidor, we will be joining the Dissidia Final Fantasy NT roster in April. Square Enix also revealed the full roadmap for the remaining 5 Dissidia Final Fantasy NT DLCs. It looks like one new character will be released every 2 months, from Vayne Solidor to an unknown character in February 2019. Don't try to use the characters' silhouettes to figure out who they might be. They seem to generic outlines. And then it continues on with this tweet from Final Fantasy itself. It says, Vayne from Final Fantasy XII enters a legendary lineup of villains in late April for Dissidia Final Fantasy NT. Guess which villain is next? Guarantee 6 new characters by getting the hashtag Dissidia NT seasonal pass. We've seen a few hints previously about the characters that will be coming with the Dissidia Final Fantasy NT seasonal pass. Let's get debating again, but it will be nearly a year before we know everyone that will fill out the roster. So we know male new from the newer half of the Final Fantasy titles, that has been revealed already to be Vayne. Then male new from older half of the numbered Final Fantasies. Then the third one will be a female from the newer half of the numbered Final Fantasies. Then the fourth DLC character for the seasonal pass will be a male from the newer half of the Final Fantasy series. Then the female previously appeared in the Dissidia Final Fantasy series game from the newer half of the numbered series. And finally, the last person will be a male from the newer half of the numbered Final Fantasy series. If Square Enix follows the order of the tease, the next character coming in June should be a male from the older half of the numbered Final Fantasy titles. That could potentially include Final Fantasy through Final Fantasy 8. But there was also other stuff at the live stream that I will get into just now after this. But yeah guys, as you can see here, April we're getting Vayne, June we're gonna get someone else, August someone else, October someone else, December another person, and February the final DLC character. Now this actually gets me wondering, when will the characters we want to actually appear, if they'll even appear in this? Because remember, if we include them to the Dissidia NT roster, if we add all 6 of them, there is already 34 characters. Now we know that Final Fantasy Dissidia NT is said to have over 50 characters by the end of the update, so who knows, maybe the characters we don't want won't even be in the seasonal pass. Maybe it'll be free to everyone. But probably Vayne, like I said, I didn't think he would be there. I wanted, you know, Caius or something, but we'll get back into that in a little bit. But let's continue talking about the updates that they actually spoke on. Now we know also Square Enix will be also giving stages like the Obone Monastery from Final Fantasy Tactics will actually be implemented within Dissidia NT on March 22nd, because that is when the next update for Final Fantasy Dissidia NT will be held, and along with other stuff. And Vayne is actually gonna only come within the game late April, so that's around 3 weeks, you could say 3 weeks. Alright, so we're gonna give it every 3 weeks after a character is announced, they will release the character, which isn't too bad, I guess. But yeah, guys, that is pretty cool. And let's continue on with what I actually thought about where the characters will be implemented regarding the seasonal pass. Alright, so the first bullet is taken, so Vayne is in that spot. Then we have Mail from Newer. He's a new character that was not in the Dissidia NT game at all, but from an older half. This could be anywhere from Final Fantasy 1 through 8. I'm not actually worried about that at the moment. I'm worried about the 4th point and the final point. As you can see, the 4th point is Male, new from newer half, numbered for Final Fantasy titles, and the last one could be Male from newer half of numbered Final Fantasy titles. Either the 4th or the last DLC will be Caius, probably. I mean, the 5th one we all know is going to be Yuna. But actually, where do I actually think, if Caius is even going to be a seasonal pass character, what do I think he'll be? I think he'll be probably the last. I honestly don't want to say that, but I think that Square Enix will actually know that everyone wants Caius to be there, and I think that it'll be it would be good if they actually released him as the 4th DLC character. So if Caius Ballard is supposed to be the 4th or the last character for the Final Fantasy Dissidia NT Seasonal Pass, he will only come out within October or February next year. So that's actually something to actually think about. But we know that December is going to be Yuna, most probably Yuna. But you know what, guys? I'm actually excited that Vayne is actually coming to Dissidia NT. I'm actually excited that they actually started this. I'm pretty much just excited that we're getting characters for Final Fantasy Dissidia NT. Anyway, guys, that is it for this video. Please do leave a like, helps me out a lot. Comment your thoughts on this. When do you think your favorite character from Final Fantasy will appear for Final Fantasy Dissidia NT? Please share with friends who are sharing his caring, and most importantly, subscribe to become a fellow lightning bolt. Anyway, guys, that is it for the video, and as always, this is the Lightning 8. Blaze out.